this stadium for an incredible match. For those who are new to Bloodbowl, we are Jim Bifford and Bob John.
No, Jim, I am Bob Bifford. Concentrate. So here we are, Bob Bifford and Jim Johnson, prepared to live an extraordinary match.
Indeed, Bob, and we are ready to brilliantly comment this live match just for you folks.
And here we go. Every now and again, Bloodbowl throws up a real mixed bag of a team.
Like the motley horde that's made up of a bunch of misfits.
Yeah, can't be easy to coach those cast-offs every day of the week. The coach must have dug deep to find the money to hire this star player.
They better win, or the fans will be digging deep to bury him. He sent him down for a chat with the Astro Granite.
He didn't react fast enough there.
No, to be effective, you've got to get your retaliation in first. Yesterday, I interviewed Ripper Bolgrot, the Troll's super champion.
Interesting.
And I can tell you that he's as violent off the pitch as on it. He skinned alive my colleague from Elf magazine.
What do you expect when you put an elf next to a troll? It's nothing personal, just an instinctive reaction.
A player that bad should not be allowed on the pitch. That's one regulation clobbering. We don't see much of the heroes of law these days.
I don't know.
For any spectators who aren't aware, the heroes of law hope to show the world a better way by honest, strategic play on the pitch.
It's probably a good thing we don't see them.
Finally, there's one that lets his biceps do the talking.
Yeah, but from his opponent's point of view, it was a short conversation. Corruption so widespread that the Referees Guild has set up rules concerning where, when, and how one can accept a bribe.
Under an agreement signed last season, clubs are not allowed to offer less than the going rate.
He should have checked his hands were working before trying to pick up that ball.
I don't know if he really liked that uppercut.
He may not have liked it, but he certainly ate it.
The Referees Guild has decided to hire a bodyguard for each game.
Another brilliant idea. And just how effective will one bodyguard be against a stadium full of supporters?
True, could be a bit one-sided.
Ouch! Right in the face. The other guy couldn't dodge that one.
I bet that hurt. Good job his nose got in the way.
Yeah, otherwise he'd have got it full in the face.
It seems this player does all the talking with the fists.
And they clearly know how to get heard. Let's say that he's a better fighter than ball player.
Scary.
Ouch! Oh, he's knocked him senseless.
You're assuming then that he had something between his ears to begin with. be able to hit hard, and if possible, not to think. The latter is considered a nasty flaw. Well, that's one with a good reason to go see the apothecary.
Yep, looks like he's gonna need a good one. Incoming!
Well, it is a violent sport.
Ouch!
The big star has now got a big wound to go with his big reputation.
I doubt he'll be taking any further part in the match after that one.
No, we've still got 2 legs.
Like he's trying to get off the pitch before the end of the match.
I don't think he had a say in the matter, Bob.
The Bloodbowl annals are littered with the stories of teams who've gone bust with crippling debts.
And with the cost of doping and bribery on the rise, the problem won't be going away.
The player has got the ball, and now he's the main target. In a game as physical as this, the player is really in the right place.
Exactly, it's really ugly.
Did you know that according to Spike magazine, the #1 all-time worst player award was Specky McGrone?
Who?
A goblin who played only 1 season.
Can you believe
30 fumbles in a season, averaging more than 2 per match, including a record 9 fumbles in his last match. He was finally pulled apart by the head coach.
What do you expect?
Boom! In the face, and then followed by a clean uppercut. Well done! Poetry in motion.
What we'd like to see
More often.
He may be a star, but he hit the deck just like any other player. Bloodbowl is reputedly the toughest of all sports.
So they say, but it really only comes down to taking a few hits.
This pair was really strong. Do you think they have some troll blood in them?
Could be. Or maybe his opponent shouldn't speak that way about the family.
Did you hear that the Orchard Raiders lost their last match against the Dancers?
Dancers? You mean war dancers?
That right hook was worthy of a black orc.
You're telling me it'll take a while to get over it. What the? The first half is over already.
It can't be.
Yup, they're heading back to the changing rooms.
Well, see you in a few minutes, boys.
We're about to get started again. No doubt they've been busy in the changing room with the needle and thread.
Some of those injuries needed a rivet gun.
The stash of gold in his pocket, it's difficult for a referee to find a place for a whistle. Remember the 2503 season, which saw the retirement of one of Blood Bowl's favorite killers, Noble Bloodbowl, who after 8 great seasons finally hung up his chainsaw.
It lopped off more heads than any other chainsaw in history, including a massive 14 decapitations in one match.
We now have a legendary player coming onto the pitch, a player about whom the crowds have countless chants.
Such as, ooh, star player. I say, ooh, star player.
Okay, that's enough. And they're off! recent medical report stated that cerebral hemorrhages were less frequent in Blood Bowl players. Amazing when you come to think of it.
Not really, when you consider that brains are also less frequent. Something must be broken.
Probably nose, few teeth, an arm. You know, regular stuff.
By the way, Bob, how is your wound?
Much better now. I've had my personal apothecary assassinated.
Nice left punch, right on the nose.
Sure was, Jim. It's broken now.
Just look at the fans. They're red hot. A majority of supporters reckon that the league should take measures to prevent the small minority of peaceful fans from watching a match from the terraces.
They've got a point. If they don't want to join in the fun, they might as well stay home and watch it on cable vision.
He's a dream of a ref. Totally blind.
Now, orcs have always gone for a power game, and you have to realize that it was only recently that they discovered the purpose of the ball during a match.
The players are positioned and we're off. Yep, the ball is catched.
They say this player has the hands of a strangler, but knows how to use them for other things for sure. Boom! That player goes directly to the dugout.
Well, at least it's not the morgue.
was a time when the colleges of magic hadn't yet ruled on limiting wizard assistance to teams.
Who could forget the infamous 2472 Quagmire incident, when rampant spellcasting caused the entire Bright Crusaders Stadium to sink into the earth?
Nobody could forget that. People were blinded for miles around the stadium.
What? Right on the schmuzzle.
He'll have a bit of trouble blowing his nose from now on.
Look over there. Some cute little elf beauties are selling big moot sandwiches in the stand.
Hey, I'm off to get one. I'll be back in 5 minutes.
And so now you like big moot sandwiches?
Ah, no way. A little elf? Yeah.
A perfect dodge.
Dodgy Dodgerson the Goblin would have been proud of that one.
That player's gonna add a new scar to his collection.
That's why they're always on the front page of Spike magazine. This player has opened the slapping box and gives rather generously.
You think you'll be able to get up after that blow, Jim?
Oh, yes. He's not the sort to stay down. He's got a hand to the ball.
Yeah, now he's looking around for support. Ah, that should be part of a catching master class.
You can't say much about that.
Full-blooded, but perfectly legal. Well, that's the end of the match for him.
With an injury like that, I think we're talking career, don't you, Bob? The first quality required of an orc is to be able to hit hard, and if possible, not to think. The latter is considered a nasty flaw.
What violence!
Yes, it's a great spectacle, Bob. He's dead. That's annoying. You are beyond the acceptable loss ratio now.
Come again?
That face job is a lot cheaper than a plastic surgeon.
I don't know if he planned it, but it won't do him any harm in the looks department.
Today's insight comes from Jaime Schnibble, coach and owner of the Goblin Lowdown Rats team. In yesterday's Spike magazine, he said that Blood Bowl was like war. No winners, just survivors.
Oh, that's deep. About as deep as his team's position in the rankings.
They're getting dangerously close to the end zone.
A logical touchdown to confirm their domination.
Okay, they've got the upper hand at the moment, but the opposition are not dead yet.
Well, not all of them anyway.
The players are ready.
Yep, upside down. That's one way to look at things.
Doping is really endemic in this sport.
Isn't it written into the game rules? Ouch! That punch knocked his teeth down his throat.
Yes, Jim, that's never a nice sight.
And don't forget, children, don't try and do this at home. Remember, these are seasoned professionals.
Well, one of them is anyway.
Hey, did he forget to take off his mittens or something?
Clearly.
Did you hear about the Evil Gits? The team that is made up of the mix of evil players?
Their fans won the Most Evil Supporters of the Year award. Fully merited from what I've seen.
The player gets hold of the ball. He's got rid of the ball. Now there's one that won't be coming back in a hurry. Goblin team reminds me of the 1496 Lowdown Rats. That year, they trained with a giant black war wolf.
Oh, yeah, the wolf ate 6 players and then ran away into the swamps with the only ball they had.
Some teams have no luck.
I think he's singing him a lullaby. Oh, no, just look at that.
You'd think it was the first time he tried to pick up a ball.
Ain't that the truth?
He checked that move.
Made him look stupid, you mean?
Fortunately for that player, medicine has come on leaps and bounds since your days, Bob.
I hope so, Jimmy. Yes, I hope so.
Did you hear that the Orchard Raiders lost their last match against the Dancers?
Dancers? You mean war dancers?
But whether he survives that injury or not, the team's insurance premium will be rocketing.
That can get their game going again.
Nice pass. The action goes on.
Touchdown ahoy!
Another touchdown to widen the gap between the two teams.
More like a chasm than a gap.
That's it. The ball's in play. There's gonna be trouble. Now, orcs have always gone for a power game. And you have to realize that it was only recently that they discovered the purpose of the ball during a match. That reminds me of when I took Griff to bits in the 91 final against Reichland.
Oh yeah, you kneecapped him. Now there's one that won't be coming back in a hurry. Well, that's one with a good reason to go see the apothecary.
Yep, looks like he's gonna need a good one.
Good hand skills. The ball is caught. What an idiot! This one can say goodbye to the match bonus now.
The crowd are hurling bits of the stands at them as they leave the pitch.
Even the coach is up there lobbing down slabs of acid.
This match had it all, and there's no surprise to see it given such a high mark. If those big brutes have any intelligence, they'll learn from this defeat. that sheer power is not